Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot, and I'm Denise. Today, I'll be reading for Tuesday, January 26, 2021, and as usual I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris-Anne. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. The first one will be for the theme. Oh, nice, we have strength. And then 2 other cards to give us, more information for how to heal our souls, come back home to who we truly are, and also a message for the day. So the messages are always going to be, I try to always have them be timeless and, mundane for the actual day. So with the Strength card being the theme, we're in that realm of understanding, having inner strength because we understand all of our, or enough of our, unconsciousness. Because wherever we are unconscious, we have, of course, blind spots. It's just nothing more than a lack of an awareness, and a lack of awareness about ourselves and the way the universe works. Because the way that the universe truly works is that it's inside of us. In fact, inside of every cell in our body is the actual universe. It's in that place where we have that constant firing of life, like firing off, like the cells, like the nucleus inside every cell in our body has this place where I guess like a proton and electron meet, and it constantly fires off. And I'm kind of cracking myself up because if a scientist, like I'm thinking of Sheldon with Big Bang Theory, if whoever wrote his character is listening to me, they'll probably think, "Oh, lady's nuts, she doesn't know how to explain it," and I may not be explaining it right, but I do believe that the universe is alive and well within us, and that's the message I'm trying to convey. So, where we are aware of all the disparate or desperate, it can be sometimes desperate, but disparate, separated parts of ourselves, and we work to bring them back home, then we're no longer unconscious. That's where we have wholeness, and that's where the strength comes in. And you can see by the image here on this card, it looks kind of like a strawberry, but it's actually a heart in her necklace. And she has the infinity symbol up here as a tattoo. And of course you can see the image of a lion, which is like the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, which is, here, let me show you real quick. Just in case you haven't seen it before, in case this is your very first time with tarot. That's what it looks like. And you can see it's like taming the beast, and the infinity sign above her head, showing that she's aware of the way the universe works, and that it's based on infinite, it's steeped in, it's a mold, literally, of infinite love. And so when you have that awareness and you have that inner strength, you no longer need to be willful or prideful. You no longer need to be challenged by life. So it's a beautiful way to be. It's a really beautiful way to be. Like I said, it's all about inner strength, the gentleness that we have here with the baby lamb. And it's all about success and self-confidence and endurance too, because you have to have a lot of endurance to be strong. So now, coupled with this awareness that we need to become aware of all the parts inside of us, and to not judge ourselves harshly for any place where we realized, that we didn't understand a part of ourselves. And when we're identifying areas that are separate from our greater spirit and the greater consciousness in the universe, all we ever need to do is just to identify it, but don't identify with it, because it's not who we truly are. Who we truly are is this place of, inner strength and wholeness. So coupled with the Judgment card, this card is all about rebirth. This is one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. I actually love this card. It's the place where you have opportunities and a fresh start, and there's so much transformation. This card is about honoring your inner calling. Surrendering to your spiritual essence that is here alive and well on the inside, and you'll be met by the forces of love, which is also truth, and the wisdom of the universe. So being that the universe is there, to receive us, it's bound by law to receive us based on what we're putting out. And if we're putting out our inner strength, and, we're exuding our inner strength and our self-confidence and our trust in ourselves, then there's no reason to not honor your calling or honor your call as it keeps calling. You know what I mean? It continues to call at every step along our path. If you're doing your work well, you're in your inner strength, your inner being, and you are honoring your call. And then a rebirth becomes, it's just like that essence that comes from the inside out. And here you are, literally like spiritualizing your matter with every breath that you take in. And you can create, many, 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 many rebirths, throughout your lifetime. A place like, well, if you ever look back on your life and you realize that you're completely different than you were, then you know that you've evolved, and you've evolved into your inner strength. And from that place, there's the propensity to just continue to grow and grow and grow. So this can sometimes come in, this card can sometimes come in when you're going through like a little bit of a life review or a life inventory, where you are taking inventory over your life and you're thinking about what you want to do in the future. Now, if we couple it with this Ten of Wands reversed, well, that is actually really beautiful, because it's about releasing burdens that are not yours. It's about releasing baggage. Notice how there's a lot of bags, but at least here she has the wherewithal to have an ox carry the baggage for her. And we don't know if she's walking past that mountain or if she went up and over the other side and now she's just about done. I really think that it's showing that she came from up and over the other side and she's just about done. In the traditional, let me find the other, just so you can see the difference. Here we go. In this deck, you can see how burdened, he can't even see his, I don't know, maybe he can see his feet, but he can't see where he's going. And this card is about perseverance, like you're almost there. Maybe he's just trying to get all this wood into the fireplace in this house, and he's almost there. So it's the same thing with this gal, She's almost there, but I think she's smarter than the other guy because she's got an ox. Or she's more gifted, I suppose. She has more resources than the other guy. But maybe he's got a bit of a forcing current to just do it and get it done, and he's not thinking smart. I mean, we don't really know. But when this card comes in reversed, and especially in harmony with these two major arcanas, which are major gateways, so strength and rebirth, I think that this card comes in to tell us that we don't need to struggle with anything, that there can be relief, that we can delegate, that we do not need to ever take on any burden that is not ours. In fact, it is an act of self-responsibility to not take on burdens, to not enable someone else to throw their burdens on you, which can be a major lesson in boundaries sometimes. So if that's been the lesson and you're rebirthing through that, maybe you're in your inner strength already. I would say you are with these cards, and you're rebirthing, and there's just this last little piece where you can give it up to the universe. you can hand it over to the universe because you've done your job. You've done your part in it. You've become aware of any place where you unconsciously believed things that weren't true, and you've done your work to turn them around. You've met the pain of the past. You've done everything you can to make amends if need be with certain people or other people. But most of all, you've made amends with yourself, and you're rebirthing, and now you can release it. You can just let it go. You don't need to worry about this anymore. You don't need to keep working so hard at it. The baggage is gone. The bags are empty. And if you need support, in the future for anything, you know that there are people that will support you, and you have other people that you can support as well, and you can delegate. So that's really beautiful. I think that's all I can see for the day, for with just these 3 cards, and I'm just going to say, what's that word? Adieu. Arrivederci. Domo arigato. I'm going to say goodbye. Okay, take good care.